Hey guys, I am late again. Oh, it's bright too. We're exposed. Always looks, it's really light from where I'm looking at it. It looks like I'm a ghost. So what am I doing here? Is it too much? They'll catch up because of course I am exactly 14 minutes late. I'm so sorry. Busy, wonderfully, God blessedly day, and week. And of course, my usual, I book readings, private readings at the end of the day, and then they run late. And then I got a box product in that I was hoping to get out and up for tomorrow, and a great display without a displayer. The spinny thing didn't come with the items. I'm like, there you go. So I also managed to delete the email into the invoice. So fantastic. Um, but it's been wild and good. And hey, there we go. Everyone's here. Yay! Is this too light? Do I need to dim the lights here? Am I too bright? Is it too overexposed? Yay! We're here. What do you think? Should I dim? This is crazy. Okay, let me try this. You know what? Hi, Christine. Hi, guys. Is it good? Looks okay? Good, because from where I am, it looks really, really washed out. I'm okay with that because I broke out, which is what I do when I get nervous. I channel my teenage skin that I. All right, awesome. No, I am all broken out. You wouldn't believe. You would think at some point this would stop. Nope. No sign of menopause and no sign of this clearing up. I'm still using the teenage skin products. So, hey guys. I have a 15-year-old in the house, so it's fine. We just share a cleanser. Anyway. I don't know. When I said I wanted to be young forever, I wasn't thinking adolescent skin young. I'm like, this is, thank you. Acne forever. Yay. You are eternally young. Anyway. Thank you, Erin. Yeah, I know. Right? Yeah, my skin is still oily. I have to come upstairs and wash my face and powder up a little bit because I still have oily skin. So I'm just like, everyone's just complaining about dryness, and I'm like, bleh. Okay. Thank you. All right. People are here. So, like I was saying, great first week at the shop. Grateful. It's waiting for me on Wednesday when I opened. Hey, Janice. I'm so glad you're here. I ordered the voodoo string dolls. That's the product I'm waiting on the spinner from coming in, but they just arrived like 2 hours ago. In fact, the store was closed. They were knocking on the door there, my FedEx guy. So excited. Janice gifted me with one, a sweet little witch string voodoo doll. And I've ordered them. I got the whole mermaids and dragons. And I mean, some I'm like, these are cute. Super mom, super dad, I think it is. But they're like the student. They're cute. They'll be nice little gifts. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else. God, there is literally, I counted them too. 107. Divide that by 3 because there's 3 of each type. So it was 30 some different types of little voodoo dolls, and they can be keychain, but they're not that little. They're like that big. And so yeah, a little ninja. I'm trying to think what else there was. There's a lot. Ninja. There's a little Chinese guy that has a lucky coin for luck. Oh God, the llama is the cutest. The llama is like all pink, curly llama. So a lucky llama voodoo doll. And oh God, okay, well whatever. There's a lot. And what's cool about this company is that they don't have minimums on reorders. So if I sell out of one particular, I'm thinking the witches are going to fly out of there, literally. And You know what? Hang on a second. Let me go grab that. I've got it right in this room. Hang on. I'm coming. Hold on. Come on. Look out, please. Dogs. Every animal I've got. Insane. But they look like this. They look like that's, I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's what they look like. So they're cute. They've got little, yeah. Anyway, that is the latest, and I've got more stuff coming in. I made a bunch of cemeterariums. I'm finishing up some little, like, they're in really cool glass. They look like terrariums, but they're little cemeteries. Made little tombstones and little ghosts. They're really cool. They look. Nicoletta, hi, hi, hi. Anyway, so that's what's going on. So the energy's high. People are coming in, and I gotta say, some positive, really positive stuff that I'm hearing, which I love. Juxtaposed against the political shit show, which I'm, just wow, we won't even touch that nonsense. Is watching that, you just eat popcorn and just watch it. Just people are vomiting up stuff verbally. It's just, whew, just couldn't even, wow. Um, so it just, if we weren't living it, it would be so interesting, It's like other times in my life where, oh crap, my connection is unstable. See, I start talking and look what happens. I got an unstable connection. The gods do not want me talking about this. Okay, please tell me are we still connected? Please be connected. Okay, we're connected. Still live. Yeah, literally, I start talking politics and they're ready to shut me down. Little thing flashed across the screen for me. So we won't go there, but I will say what I'm hearing are people who are literally really doing well with this and feeling guilty. I'm like, don't feel guilty, because for some people this means a whole new job, and some are making more money than they ever made back at work. New jobs opening up, new opportunities opening up. People who have their own businesses are seeing an influx of possibilities, and it's translating to financial gains, which is great. I'm like, don't feel guilty about that. You put in hard work. There's no such thing as luck. You made your luck, but acknowledge the fact that other people not so lucky. Other people are struggling. Other people, we're seeing 25% of businesses closing, small businesses closing. A lot. Unemployment is gonna soar. People are losing. I mean, so those industries are changing. That's working out really well for some people and not so great for others. So, and I talked about this. I did way back in December when I talked about the fact that if you work for industries and institutions that are coming under fire, the ones that, and I talked about this again in December with Pluto and Saturn conjunct in Capricorn, going retrograde as it is now, re-examining in every industry. We started off back 2.5 years ago with the industry of the entertainment industry, the Me Too movement, literally like clockwork. Saturn went from Sagittarius into Capricorn, and like within a day, the Me Too thing hit the media, and the Catholic Church, the institution of the Catholic Church, and the whole pedophilia that has yet to really let up. But all of that, the nightmare in Philadelphia, and the awful stuff that has been going on, all being revealed. And so we went through 2.5 years, plodded through, with Saturn lifting the rock and Pluto spraying the bug killer. Like, you lift a rock and you see like gross stuff under the rock. And Saturn's like, you're not putting the rock back down, buddy. You're going to deal with this. Okay, this nightmare, these worms and the crap and the rot. And so sure enough, coming back around, what do we miss? Well, we missed medical. You know, we're looking at a new currency system. So the Fed is being looked at. Talk about an institution operating illegally for some time now, by the way. Um, Politics. Hello, election year. Saturn will go forward in Aquarius. I want to say it's the second week of September, and Saturn was the ruler of Aquarius, so Saturn is comfortable there. It is the ruler of Capricorn, but it also was the ruler before Uranus was discovered. It was the ruler of Aquarius. The same way for Pisces, Jupiter was the ruler of Pisces, and until Neptune was discovered. So there were some shared planets there, and it's funny, but Jupiter, which blows things up, which magnifies things, which has a way of making. There's an unreal component to Jupiter sometimes. That false sense of security, that pride that goes before a fall, and sometimes wonderful stuff. But Jupiter's playing its part in this too, where it's just blowing everything up, magnifying it, the media, ooh, making it bigger, right in our faces, can't ignore it. There's a negative and a positive to Jupiter, and there's a negative and positive to all the signs that have duality, but Pisces, the two fishes, same thing. Um, Pisces, the two fishes, deal with things like addiction, which is a 12th house thing. Pisces, the ruler of the 12th house. Libra deals with justice and balance, and real and unreal. Gemini, oh Gemini, Gemini, the twins, the schizophrenic twins, the bipolar as it comes. So that's one day it's one day it's one thing, and one day it's another with Gemini, and that's the most creative people, the most articulate, the most but our president is a Gemini. So think about that. Love the limelight, but double speak, and they flip quick. So all the air signs all the air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Whoa, dude, you're free. Come on out. Come on out. Come on. Come out, please. Your cage is open. This bird's lucky I didn't kill him today. He got out of his cage, and what he did to my wall, he's lucky I'm still taping and spackling the last bit of damage he did, because he really had a field day. And I have a gate up so the dogs couldn't come in, because having a third dog means 3 times the mess. I had the front door open so they could run in and out. Man, I didn't realize how much Malteses yap and bark. This dog has no off switch. Anyway, listened to that for about 4 hours straight. And he proceeded to just demolish the wooden barrier. I mean, just trashed it. Please come out. Come on out. It's open. Orlando, come on. Hey, come. Hey, your cage is open. Wow. The asshole. So anyway, air signs talking about Hertz is filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. There you go. Hertz, the car rental giant, just came through. There's another one bites the dust, guys. Another industry heard from. Car rental, travel. Hang on, let me just make sure, because he apparently doesn't want to believe his door is open. It's open. Come on, come out. So bad. Such a bad bird. Anyway, sorry about that. Come out. Hey, come on. Come. Hey. Yeah, look at the wall, you idiot. Come on. Wow. Come. Hey. Orlando, come. Come on. Come on. Come. There we go. Hello. You. Wow. You just trashed that whole thing. Like, you shredded it, everything. And you peeled the stuff off the wall. And you ate the molding. How you feeling there, bud? Yeah. There you go. Anywho, what? You did it, not me. Yeah. I have to retape all that now. I know. You don't give a shit, do you? You really don't. Anyway, so let's see. That's what's going on. Astrologically, we're seeing it, and it's going to continue because it's almost like one of those, as I said, the big cultivators. It's just swinging back around. So all the ground that wasn't raised up and churned is happening now. So medical, the whole medical industry, where our supplies come from. We could go on and on. Our education system, that was one that wasn't touched yet, wasn't it? It's getting touched now. Now we're looking at our education system. And I still say the currency. I saw Nancy Pelosi was putting something through for cryptocurrency, and I still believe that a lot of this was about crashing the economies. So a whole new currency system could get put into place. And how many times have we heard about the government talking about UFOs, huh? There you go. So anyway, China was in December's newsletter. China was like, "Do you really want to put in the stuff about the UFOs?" Like, yes, I do. I do. There you go. So that's what's going on. Oh, here I am looking at all the comments are here. We're connected. Yeah, good. Hey, Elizabeth. Palm Bay. So, anyway, what else can I tell you? Good to be back. Good to be having something to talk about. Great to be in the shop. The energy is high. The weather's been gorgeous here in Connecticut. It was just beautiful spring weather, not too hot, breezy. So we're gonna get some rain tonight. And we have a new moon. New moon was actually at 12 noon-ish today. And I thought, let's do new moon tarot spread. For those of you who, you must have seen it on Facebook, I shared the picture. Let's see if I can do it this way. My horrible writing. So, the new moon tarot spread, for those of you who read tarot, and my friend Sharon was like, I'm so glad when you share that because it goes in my book of shadows. But here we are. So the first card is the, wait, I can't even read my own writing. Okay, so where you are, number one. What needs to be seen, number two. Third card is what needs to be released here. Fourth is the energy to harness and use. 5 card is where to focus your attention. And the 6th is new opportunities. So that's the spread. Okay. And that's what we're going to do. We have a fair tomorrow, and I'm grateful that people are feeling confident because we're booking appointments. Karn, Pina, and Sherry, all in the shop. We have turntables lengthwise, so we've measured. It's roughly 6 feet distance with the chairs not pulled directly under the table. And we'll have hand sanitizer and wearing masks. I do have to have people in masks. We have extra masks. I have people that run the gamut from, you're wearing masks, right? I'm like, yes. And I hate them. I'll come out and say it. I am claustrophobic as unimaginably claustrophobic. I must have died in a mine accident in a past life because I can't breathe. I in a closed space in an elevator, I usually take stairs. But we're wearing masks. Why? Because I self-certify and they can't keep from opening your doors. You can open your doors, but they can shut your power off and they can fine you. And that's what they're doing. By they, I mean local government. And with certain agencies, Governor Cuomo, most famously, recommending and asking, eliciting people to rat out people. And I've seen it twice. 2 people that I know personally. One, about 2 months ago, was having a bonfire couple, and they invited 2 other couples. They were spaced out around the bonfire, and the neighbor called the cops. Cops came, very apologetic, and said, "We're so sorry." She said, "No, look how we're sitting." Because the neighbors are saying you're not socially. And she says, "Oh, I don't know what neighbor did that, but here we are." Obviously, a neighbor could look into the backyard. And then another person that I know personally, was having their house painted. Painter with two apprentices on the side of the house. They were called cops. So yeah, I'm all for civil disobedience when it's due, but I really can't afford to be shut down and fined after being closed for 2 months. So in that respect, you got me. Um, you love Karen. Yeah, she is amazing. She is amazing. Yeah, rain is coming. It's actually, hey, Robin. All right. So you are on fire. What's going on with you? Huh? What's going on with you? I know. So anyway, that is that. I'm trying to think about. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Remember the movie The Perfect Storm? And there's a part of the movie where they're taking off in the ocean, and the sun is out, and the sea is beautiful, and the boat is going, and it's like, this is awesome, and they're looking out at it, and you're like, oh my God, just a sailor's delight, this beautiful ocean. And then the camera turns this way, and just on the horizon, you see the black clouds. Eh. Many of us are feeling the black clouds. And someone wrote to me yesterday and said, what is this? And I said, well, I'll be honest with you, my guides are being quiet. And it, I'll say it, for me, it feels like a terrorist attack. Okay? Because we are vulnerable. And I'm not, again, I don't believe I have the power to bring about a terrorist attack. I don't. I think talking about it, and I gave this analogy before, it's like saying at the base of the mountain, and there's, a boulder coming down, and, you can do hopes and prayers, and you can send good vibes, or you can say, there's a boulder heading down at us. Let's move 50 feet in this direction. I also talk about the fact that we should not just give vague, and it is vague. I don't like the feeling on the West Coast, and I say that my son's on the West Coast. So there's no happiness here. I got a kid on the West Coast, I got one in college in Florida, and I've got two here with me in Connecticut. Devin bought a condo. She's right down the road from me, and my son Roy is home. So there's no happiness in this for me. Just be really clear. Two of my kids are way too far away, and I don't like this. I don't like the way it feels. I but and it would not take much. Take out the Holland Tunnel, you pretty much cripple New York. There's a couple key bridges in California. So there's just the things that for me, go to my guides. They're just like, don't worry about it. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm worried about it. So can you give me a heads up or something? They're like, no. Okay. I think I could get just a detail or two, like, and they just turn their back. But it makes sense, as I was telling this person who was writing to me, because if you knew something horrific was coming in a week, in a month, in 6 months, what would you do? And I read the book a long time ago, On the Beach. If you haven't read it, you might want to. It's a book about a nuclear holocaust. Now, the country is let off the nuclear bombs, and back in the 70s, this was a big fear, but everyone had to build a bigger arsenal, and then there was a fear that somebody was going to set off one of these, and then another country would retaliate, and another country, and then there was going to be just all over the globe with a nuclear winter occurring. And in the book On the Beach, that's what's happened. And there's a nuclear cloud, and it has simply shut down the world. No survivors. But there's this one, Australia is the last because they didn't engage. And the cloud is approaching. They know what's going to happen. And it's how people behave knowing. And the government gives out syringes and pills, and so you don't suffer. It's really, but it's how and there's different characters and how they handle imminent mortality. And the fact is, regardless of what's happening, we still have to have food, we still have to have medical people. We can't have doctors walking off the job. We can't have people saying, I'm not going to deliver stuff. Why should I do that? So they don't tell us. That's why we don't hear, because the fear would paralyze us. But then the other side of that for me is the naivete of saying, like the grasshopper and the ant, don't be a grasshopper. It'll take care of itself. Don't worry about it. I've been talking for years and years now about having water and food and canned goods. And, I'm so grateful. And here's what's wonderful. People are gardening. Like garden centers are crazy. People are building raised beds and they're putting in vegetable gardens. I've been talking about bringing back the Victory Garden forever. If I was president, the first thing I would do, I would have a whole wonderful agricultural department that would just be doing nothing but handing out seeds and plants and encouraging everyone, as they did in World War II, plant a Victory Garden. I read Mother Earth News. On a half an acre, you can easily feed a family of 4. And my grandparents in Bridgeport had a little Bridgeport garden. I mean, my grandfather was an Alabama farmer, but I want to say it was like 40 by 20, and a few other, some fruit trees, and there was most Italians, have grape arbors. We didn't have that, but we had strawberry beds. We had other things, and honestly, salads and fresh greens all summer. Root crops and cucumbers were made into pickles, and we had canned carrots and green beans, and we didn't buy a lot of produce at the store. And then on top of that, he was a hunter, so he came back from Alabama with venison, and all summer long was fishing, so we had a freezer full of bluefish and clams. And that's how you lived. So I grew up with that. And then growing up in California, we had like 8 different fruit trees on the property. So grew up eating fresh fruit and some of the freshest produce you can imagine. So I'm glad to see people getting back to that, getting back to this idea of hands in the soil and growing things that they can eat. I'm glad to see people are keeping chickens. A lot of my people are showing off their baby chicks and their new chickens, their new chicken houses. You need 3 hens. 3 hens will produce all the eggs a family of 4 needs. And it's not hard to do. I had 30 at one time. So I'm telling you, it's not hard to do. And even the brownstones in New York, people had goats. A milk goat, all you need, one good. So, and that's all the milk and butter and cheese. So it's not hard to be self-sufficient to some extent. More importantly, to be eating things that aren't full of chemicals. Wow. Clean eating. And I'm sorry, guys, I pulled my hair up. I didn't even do anything with that mess. So, yada. Hey, Faith. So anyway, that's what's going on. Some really good stuff. We don't need to focus on negative, but we certainly need to be aware of the fact that we need to be vigilant. That's the word for it. Read the signs, speak to your guides, meditate. Get a meditative practice going. Take some time every day. And I talked about this, I've written about this. Actually, I wrote about it in the May newsletter. But the key to meditation is consistency. It's not long. It's not how long you meditate for. You can get a lot out of 15 minutes. And I even put some good meditations in the May newsletter. But you need to do it the same time every day, and then your body adjusts to the rhythm, just like you adjust to knowing that if you eat dinner every day at 6 o'clock, by 5 o'clock you're getting hungry. Well, it's the same thing happens if your body knows that you're going to be in a meditative state at say 9 p.m. every day. By 8 p.m. you're already starting to slow down. Your heart rate is getting slower. You're getting calmer. It takes 10 days to develop a habit, but that's the secret. It takes time. Compost piles. I've got a huge compost bin. So, yep. And in fact, I did my 2 raised beds that I have out there. I spent a season just grass clippings and what have you, made like that lasagna, that layer of topsoil with grass clippings and lots of rabbit poop. I've got a bunny out there. Who's not for eating, but he's a bunny. Actually, I saved him from being eaten. Checkers the rabbit. But anyway, I guess that's enough, right? I mean, I don't want to sound like a doomsdayer. I really don't. I just would encourage you guys to please pay attention. Pay attention to the animal signs. I will tell you a lot of people writing to me about crows and crows behaving very strangely. Not the most not the most auspicious sign. I love crows. Crows are seen as very much a witch's bird because they go between the realms, but the messages they bring are often, because they're carrion birds, have to do with war and death. The ravens are the same, so they come with warnings. They tell us to keep on our guard. Don't let your guard down. Now that Connecticut's being opened up and other states are opening up, don't let your guard down. Look at the news that's not getting reported. Look at what's going on in nature. We know we have a solar minimum. That means a colder summer than usual. I'm glad we're planting vegetable gardens because food supplies are going to be dwindling. We're going to see, well, they're already escalating in price. We know that. But we're also seeing, we're going to see less of products. And so the more you can supplement, buy when you can. Someone was just telling me yesterday, you can't even find a freezer for sale because people are buying and freezing food. Stock up on canned goods. Stock up on peanut butter. You know, you can take peanut butter, spread it on something. The crackers, again, they stay. And chewable vitamins, vitamin C especially. Make sure you've got lots of chewable C. Children in particular need it. They're growing. Powdered milk. You know what I'm saying. I don't have to lecture you. You know. And oh gosh, one thing that's really good to have in the house: a battery-operated radio. Get one. Battery operated. Okay? If you're going to get one thing for yourself, please have one of those in the house. If we ever lose power, that's how we're going to find out what's going on. Okay? So, and I always say keep your car filled with gas. I'm guilty of not doing that myself, but all the pumps are electric, so you're not going to get gas out of them if that supply goes down. You know, crank up radio. Yeah, I have a crank up flashlight I got, which is great. Okay. All right. I don't want to dwell because it really was a great week, and there are good things happening, and the weather's great, and I don't want to go there. And I'm sorry that I do. I just am compelled to say, just watch what's going on. Watch the signs. Just keep your guard up, okay? And you know, I promise, and I've always said this from the day one, if I ever get a vision, if I ever get like an awful, they let me know something is happening, I promise you, it'll be in my email. I will immediately send an email. Urgent, open this now with a warning. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I will own that. Okay? I will own it. But man, I will never hold back for fear of being wrong. Oh, I'm going to go fool. Oh, I'm not going to be, no, I won't do that. I'm not afraid to be foolish. I promise. I made that promise to myself, and if I ever get a clear vision or a clear picture, I've gotten some that aren't so clear that I haven't been happy with, but I don't have a sense of direction or timing, so I'm not gonna. There's no point. And I wrote about that in the May newsletter. To just fear monger is wrong. I'm not trying to fear monger here now either. Okay, I just don't feel great about some stuff, and I don't want people going hungry. I'm just Italian enough to not want anyone to not have food. So please, extra cans of food in the house. All right. All right, so let's do some readings, okay? Let's do some new moon tarot spread, and let's do it starting with Gemini. All right. Okay, Gemini. Wow. I meant Aries. The Gemini on the brain. Okay, Aries. Well, where you are, the Nine of Coins, and the Nine of Coins is a great card. It's all about, well, it's about money coming through. It's money wishes and what you hope to get paid for and how you get paid for it. And good money card. Um, what needs to be seen is the Page of Cups reversed. Page of Cups reversed can be depression, can be not. I'm looking at these other cards. Can be not loving what you're doing now. What needs to be released is the Three of Coins reversed. You know, I'm gonna say for Aries, which I gotta tell you, where they run that gamut. When we're gonna talk about that duality in the signs, Aries runs the gamut between being the most optimistic sign, all firing on all cylinders and all full speed ahead, and they can also be the most pessimistic sign. And I say that my dad was an Aries, China's an Aries. Love you, you know, nothing. This is not about being negative, but it's Eeyore. They can be the Eeyores of the zodiac, and everyone loves Eeyore, you know. But it's like, come on. So the sense of depression, the sense of the fear of financial failure, Three of Coins reversed, what needs to be released, and the energy to harness and use is the Four of Cups. What do you want to do? Aries, get off your mark. What do you want to do? Four of Cups. What would make you happy? Can you picture that? Because if you can't picture it, you can't manifest it. You can't be vague, and there's a sense of vagueness here, which is not Aries' strong suit. Aries is a fire sign. They usually full speed ahead. The where to focus your attention? The Hierophant reversed. Think outside the box. Get out of your rut. Get out of your comfort zone, Aries. Yeah, unconventional thought. You like what you're doing? You want to get paid? Then you got to get unconventional. If you're trying to do things in the same way, I'll give you a great example of that. I cannot tell you how many times people come in, they're either starting a business, they want to start a business, they have a business. I'm like, oh, could I have a business card? And they're like, yeah, I don't. Wait, what? How do you have a business card? Even if you're just starting the business, you should get a business card. Their Vistaprint does them for like $12. Get a business card. All right? I don't care if you do readings, I don't care if you do massage, get a business card with your name and number on it. You can hand people. Come on, that's just 101. And the other thing is that kills me. Oh, I don't. I'm like, do you have a Facebook page? Do you have social? Oh no, I don't do any social media. How do you not do social media? All advertising is social media. I have made thousands of dollars from Facebook. Seriously, I talk about the voodoo dolls. People will be looking for voodoo dolls. Not, and that's not trying to elicit. I'm just saying this is how people know when you're open and what's going on and what's new and what's happening. Of course, you can have social media. How do you sit and say I don't go on social media and you've got a business? That's ridiculous. How can people leave reviews? Reviews? I mean, thank you for everyone who's ever left me a great review because there's like 80 on Facebook alone. Yahoo, Yelp, full of good reviews. And people, when they come to the shop, guess what they do? They look me up on Google, they search, and look at the reviews. Mm-hmm. So when I opened the shop, I talked about this. You know, when I opened up the shop, I had to go. I had one day to prepare because I got told the last minute I had to go put in for a business license at this, the way they do it in Derby. It was insane. You were crazy. Crazy. Oh, that's nice that he's pooping instead of pooping on me. Well, you're considerate. Crazy bastard. Anyway, I had like a day to put together a business plan and present to an open forum, a town hall, which was packed with people. And one thing I did was I printed out every positive review, like all 80 of them, and I put together 11 packets, one for each member of the group there that determined whether or not I could or could not start my business. I was told no one gets approved the first round, no one, and I did. I got the go ahead, and the very next day they were pouring concrete and getting the store ready to go because that store was rubble when I rented it. It was rubble. There was no floor. It was, I mean, I can show you because the closet is still that way. The dirt floor, the bricks hanging out, the stone. There was like one light hanging out of a string. There was no stairs, no bathroom. Oh, leap of faith. Coming off a divorce and 4 moves in 3 years. Yeah. And then moved upstairs into the apartment I'm in now, this apartment here, as I'm pointing up here. And then a month later, moved the store. So I look back on it and I'm like, dear God. So think outside the box. What works, what has worked in the past isn't working now. Aries, you've got to do something new. Step outside your comfort zone, get out of your rut. Conventional thinking, not going to work. Right? And lastly, new opportunities. The Two of Coins reversed. That's a great card because the Two of Coins upright is juggling money, and new opportunity has you not juggling money. It's meeting your needs. It's having enough money. Is there an excess of money? No. But there's a lot to be said for meeting your needs, paying your bills, having enough to get by. And then, going from there. And what I'm hearing is like whatever your idea is, whatever you want to do, is you're not happy with what you're doing now. And again, this idea of some like some status, like, oh, I can't make money at it, or I won't make money at it, or I can't. But I'm saying you can, but not the way you think you can. All right, you got to tweak this thing up. And the other thing that people don't always do, there's a group, and I've talked about this another time here, or to retired business people that do free one-on-one consultations, and it's through the AARP, but they meet, and then they're probably not doing it right now, but and they will sit there with you and look at your business plan, and these are retired executives, retired CFOs, and they give time and they help with that, and let me tell you, it's invaluable. All right, Taurus. Okay, Taurus, where are you? Nine of Wands. So we have the Nine of Coins for Aries. And I always say it's interesting when the signs are conjunct, they often kind of flow into one another. And we have the Nine of Wands, which is crossing new bridges, which is new opportunities, creative opportunities. With Aries, it was financial. This is more about creativity. What needs to be seen? The Six of Swords reversed. Okay, if you thought those opportunities came from traveling and getting out of wherever you are, I'm saying they're not. I'm saying they're right in front of you. You don't have to travel. You can do this where you are. I also further say this because the number 5 card, which is where to focus your attention, is the 10 of Coins, which is money in real estate, meaning working out of your home, making money there, selling for profit, renting for profit, money in the home. But getting back to the number 3 card, what needs to be released, the Emperor. Okay, well, the Emperor can also be a sense of conventionality. But it is the industry card. The Emperor is, well, the Emperor. It represents industry and institutional thinking. Not a bad card. It's upright, but it goes back to the idea of regimented, rigid thinking. And also, it can be the fact that you might be thinking that you have to take care of everybody, because that's what a good emperor does, takes care of everybody. What do you want? What do you want, Taurus? And the Emperor is also, I should say, a Taurus card. It is one of those cards that, to me, does speak to Taurus energy. Energy to harness and use. We see the Page of Swords reversed. The Page of Swords reversed is really telling us, because swords are communication, shut up and listen. Now, Taurus is usually a great listener. That's one thing that they kind of have Aries beat at. And it's funny too, I can't even tell you how many Taurus and Aries combinations I've seen, how many, my own father and stepmother were Taurus Aries. They often find each other, but there are some marked differences. And Taurus is usually people of few words, unless they've got a heavy Gemini influence in their moon or something. They don't tend to talk a lot. They don't tend to talk fast. And so harness that. It's time to listen to people. And as I said, focus your attention on making money in the home, making money where you are. Real estate, it's right there. And the opportunities, the King of Cups. And that would be the King of Cups and the Emperor are very different energies, because the Emperor is all about money and assets. Think of that second house, which is Taurus house. And the King of Cups is more about spirituality, emotion. Um, and again, it's the idea of creativity, which cups are water. Water's all about creativity. The idea of bringing more creativity in. But I'm going to say you'll find it at home. You don't need to. The Six of Swords is a card of transfer, usually over a body of water, or continental mini, and then it's reversed. So it's saying, nope, you have to do that. Not right now, you're not. So yeah, Taurus, look closer to home for your opportunities, possibly in the home. And of course, we know that many companies, now that they've had people go virtual due to the COVID, well, listen, companies save a lot of money doing that. Once they set you up, it can work out really well for a company. Corporate space is expensive. If they can put you at home, they will. And I think it's no brainer. A lot of people that were sent virtual may just be staying virtual. Okay? Hey, Orlando, come here. Come on. Come on. Weird tonight. Come on. Come on. Orlando, come on. He's like, okay. Psycho. All right. Gemini. All right, Gemini. Hi, Leslie. Yeah, bridge collapse. Debbie. There you go, Nicoletta. Thank you for validating me. Okay, Gemini, new moon. Where you are, King of Swords. What did I say about swords? Air, speaking, communication. King of Swords, wonderful card. Card of technology. And yet, what needs to be seen is anxiety. Nine of Swords. More air, more swords, but yet anxiety. Okay. What needs to be released? Queen of Wands. Now, Queen of Wands is a good card, hardworking, friendly, but Wands can be too friendly. Wands are fire, and this is saying you need less fire, more logic. Okay, fire signs tend to go off half-assed, sorry, half-cocked a lot of times, and rein it back in. You're a Gemini. You're not a fire sign, and it's all about logic right now. Energy to harness and use. Number 4 card is the Seven of Cups reversed. You know what you want. The Seven of Cups upright is, what do I choose? What do I pick? But the Seven of Cups reversed, you know what you want to do. And the number 5 card is where to focus your attention. Page of Coins. Okay, how do you make the money? Page of Coins. How do you bring money in? How do you do that? Number 6 card, new opportunities. Death reversed. You make changes. You make changes, Gemini. You've got to think logically, but also technologically, communicatively. And the money will follow. But you need to be thinking about that virtual energy, that remote energy. And I'm going to say that because letting go of that friendly, warm, fuzzy thing that the Queen of Wands brings in, releasing that, and just, it's about business. It's about money. How do you make money? And in this case, Gemini, it's really about harnessing technology, information systems, sharing information. A lot of anxiety there around that. And Gemini might be nervous about not being part of the group, because Gemini is a friendly sign. Gemini genuinely likes being around people. Gets energy from them, sharing, and might be some nervousness about going off on your own, not being part of the group think. Because all the air signs do well with group think. Geminis, of Aquarians rule the house of brotherly love and committee work and friendships, and Libras too. They air signs like to be around people, and they've got great boundaries. But in this case, it's more about isolation, virtual, and again, making money through that means. You don't have to be in an office somewhere to make money. You can, and that really bodes well for people who are disabled, people who have reason that it's hard to travel, hard to move. You can do really well. People who have anxieties about social interaction, well, there you go. Where I've suffered and my son has suffered and my daughter Devin has suffered being virtual is we are not introverts. We are extroverts. We like people. We like being around people. We like talking and we like being outside and doing things. We're very active. So this hasn't been a blessing for us. But like I said in my newsletters a couple months ago, kids who were struggling in school, a lot of kids on the spectrum are very comfortable on a keyboard and behind a screen. And it's working well for them. So it's just like the money thing. It's some are doing well, some are not doing well. Well, that goes for socially too. All right, number 4 is Cancer. Hey, Michael. All right, Cancer. So number 1 card, where you are, the Sun. I'm sorry, well, the Sun. Justice, excuse me, Justice. Still a great card. Signing contracts, legal issues resolved to your favor. Anything that you're looking at in terms of anything that has to do with contracts, judgments, court actions, all favorable. What needs to be seen? The 4 of Swords reversed. Okay, just because it's going in your way doesn't mean you get to relax. Okay, it doesn't get you to be lazy or no. That's just like someone left the gate up. Now it's time to run. You've been given the contract. You've been given the means. You've been given the green light. Now you got to work with it. Okay. What needs to be released? The 3 of Wands reversed. And the 3 of Wands reversed is interesting because often we're afraid of new opportunities that we don't have the training. We don't feel like we're professional enough. We don't have the background for it. And oh gosh, Branson, Virgin Airlines, I happen to be a big fan of his. And he famously has said, if you get an opportunity, all right, and there's just something missing that would keep you from doing it, do it anyway. Sign the contract, interview. You'll figure it out on the way. Figure it out on the way. Don't worry about you don't have, maybe they want 10 years experience and you've got 8 years and you're going to flub it a little bit and you can. God knows I've helped people on resumes do that. And you can, there's ways to flub it. So you look and you'll make it up. You'll learn on the job. Okay. So yeah, release the idea that you don't know enough to do this job. Release the idea that you're not informed enough or that you're not educated enough or that you don't have the training. Release that. The energy to harness and use is the 6 of Coins reversed. Wow, man. Well, that's light a fire into your ass. You got bills to pay. You got debt that's due. All right. So no, there's no time to just relax and say, oh yeah, I signed the contract, or I'm getting that's coming in, or wow, that I'm off the hook. You're not off the hook. All right. You're just over one hurdle. Now you got to put in the hard work. Where to focus your attention? Knight of Cups. And that's really doing what you love. The Knight of Cups is all about, gosh, romance and the arts and love coming in. And what I like about this for Cancer, because Cancer is a very loving sign, it's a water sign, it's very emotional, is you can do all these things and still not lose sight of a relationship. You can do all these things, not lose sight of your kids. You can do all these things and still have things and have time for doing what you love. So, but it is no time to sit there and say, okay, well, I can take it easy now because I signed that contract, or they're giving me this opportunity. Yeah, run with it, chop, chop, let's go. And why do I say that? New opportunity? New opportunity is the 8 of Wands reversed. Focus on career. Focus on your career, but still pay attention to who you love. Okay? Especially kids. But the rest of the time, focus on your career. Focus on work. Focus on building that career. All right? Cancer. And Cancer is the home, it rules the house, the fourth house of home. Childhood memories, family, where you come from, culture, social clubs are in that house. So that's a house that's all about nurturing through the home. So of course Cancer's not going to be happy if they're, not the best at traveling salesmen and things that have you out of the house. And yet these new opportunities may have you traveling. You may need to do that. Oh well, so do it. But when you're not doing it, make sure you're spending time with people that you love. You can do both. Cancer. All right, Leo. Leo, could you not? Hey, hey. All right, Leo. Where you are, Knight of Swords. And what needs to be seen, the Five of Coins reverse, money reversing itself to your favor, okay? Knight of Swords is bringing in news, bringing in action. And we see number 3, what needs to be released, Wheel of Fortune. Hang on. Energy harness and use, Queen of Coins reverse. All right. Again. These cards have you letting go of, what is it they say, that attitude of the attitude of gratitude. Some people, and it's not usually a Leo thing, but this idea that you can't make money or that it won't work, or it'll only work if you do it a certain way. And what you have to harness and use number 4 card, which is the Queen of Coins reversed. The Queen of Coins reversed puts too much emphasis on cash and money. So this idea of, I'm just looking at the rest of the cards, where to focus your attention. The Hermit reversed, new opportunity of the world. This honestly speaks to, again, Hermit reversed is isolating yourself, is and you're doing it. You're not lonely, you're just saying, I have to do this by myself. And the world is the world. It's a great card. Whole new opportunities, whole new world. How are you going to get there? Well, money's turning around. I'm just trying to see how these four, they're 4 very different cards. The idea, well, I'm going to say the idea of having a single mind and purpose. And in this case, it's having an eye on the bottom line. What will make you the most money? Okay? It really is that simple. This isn't like Gemini or like, what do you love? No, this is about how the hell do you make it? Dollar bills. How do you make money? And that's your focus. Is it going to pay? All right, then move on. Am I getting paid for that? No, we're going to move on. It really is having that singular purpose. Harness that energy. It needs to make you money, or it's just wasting your time. And I'm not usually like that. And a lot of us aren't like that, and a lot of us are raised to believe that that's greedy and wrong. But I'm going to go back to saying what I said in the beginning, where I had people who are like, I feel guilty, I'm doing so well. Wrong. Okay? Wrong. You don't feel guilty because you're doing well. And that's what these cards suggest. Okay? Put the brake on that shit. You need to pay the money. The money's coming in, the news, the money, the bill. But you focus on that. You don't have to worry about sharing it. You don't have to worry about, just focus on how you personally do well. And it probably means a whole new way of doing things, a whole way of structuring your life. But this isn't about the group. This isn't about what's good for me is good for everyone. No, it's about you. What's good for you, Leo? Okay? And good Leos are benevolent Leos. You know, my son, because I already, he was a Leo. Now he is a Leo. A very Leo. And when he got his license a little later than his friends because he's an August baby. And I always said, always have money on you and always give people money for gas. If someone's driving you to school or to practice, you put a $5 bill on their dashboard. Make sure you leave money and make sure they know. Okay, don't expect things for free or for people to. And Leo, if I get a sandwich, well, you'll have half a sandwich. No one's going hungry. Leos give away all their money. And so a good Leo wants to share the wealth. All right. Well, I'm going to do it for everybody. We're going to make sure and that's great. But Leo, not now. All right. Now it's about you and how you make money, how your bottom line is met. Worry about sharing the wealth after you've made the wealth. How's that? Okay. A little different headset. All right. Virgo. Where you are? Oh, the Ace of Coins. I love that card, huh? Doesn't get any better than that. What needs to be seen? Page of Wands. New opportunities coming in. News of new opportunities. Actually, the pages bring news. The Knights actually bring it. So the idea that being presented to you, new opportunities, new creative opportunities. What needs to be released? Three of Cups reversed. Can you guys hear that? I'm going to take that away from them. Hang on. We're back. God, stop. Stop. Cockatoos famously can get through anything. This is what I put on his cage to keep him locked in. Okay? He can get out of it. There's cockatoos that have actually unscrewed and taken the whole cage apart. They're masters of escape. So that's what he was playing with. He was banging that into it's not even locked up, but he's going to bang it anyway. All right. Don't even touch that wall. Don't even touch that wall. I'll kill you. Hey, I'm watching you. He can push the cage door way out. It's a big, huge cage. Yeah, don't do it. Don't even touch that wall. All right. Anyway, Virgo. What needs to be released? The Three of Cups reversed. Disappointment, failed romance. You gotta let go of it, man. You gotta let go of it. Whatever the heck broke your heart, whatever the heck, you gotta let it go. And all these cards, it's interesting. So look at this. We have the Ace of Coins, the Page of Wands, the Eight of Coins, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Coins, all money and career and creative. And what do we have here to be released? The one and only emotional card, and that is the Three of Cups reversed. Disappointment in love, divorce, breakups, feeling unloved, feeling unlovable. A lot of Virgos struggle with that. You guys can be the worst for feeling like you're not worthy of love or who's ever going to love me. And my Virgos that come in for readings, I've always got you. You're awesome. But you always get that kind of feedback. So some of the signs tend to be, what do you call it, the friend zone. They get friend zoned more than the other signs. And Virgos tend to get friend zoned a lot. Anyway, energy to harness and use. Number 4 card is Eight of Coins, hard work. Well, what you do? What does Virgos do but hard work? Eight of Coins. But being inspired by your work. Where you focus your attention, the Five of Wands. Ooh, okay. Time to go to the mat on some stuff, Virgo. The Five of Wands is the debate, is the argument, is listen, you gotta fight for what you want. And in this case, the opportunity is the Page of Coins. So it may be time to say, look, I may not have done well with a relationship, But fuck that. I'm going to do well with money. Then I'm going to do well with money. All right. I want a raise. Here's why I want. I debate and creative differences, maybe, but you know what? Pay me for my time. Being inspired by your work, the opportunities coming in, but they come in. It's like, no, but if I'm going to take on more opportunities, you're going to pay me for them. Okay. We're seeing people, again, people losing jobs, and people are expected to pick up the slack. So now you're doing a job and a half or a job and a quarter because they're spreading it out. Well, what am I getting paid to do this? And maybe not right now, but in 6 months from now, what am I getting paid for this? So it's great that someone says, I have an opportunity for you. That's good. What's it pay? These lateral moves that that involve more work and the same money. Ain't such a great lateral move. Unless you can put on your resume and use it for the next job a year from now. All right. But let go of those feelings of failure, Virgo, because they're not translating across the board. All right. Libra, what do I have here? Where you are, Queen of Swords reversed. Well, the one thing I'll say about the Queen of Swords reversed is she lives in her head. That's a lot of internalized energy, a lot of internalized thought. What needs to be seen, the Seven of Coins reversed. Well, you know what you want to do. Again, we're talking about coins and money. You know what you want to do. What needs to be released? Nine of Cups. Wishful thinking. In this case, it may not be a new job. It may be your old job, what you did before. Even though it looks like I say this because I'm looking at other cards here. I'm not sharing those cards just yet, but the energy to harness and use is the King of Coins. You know what you're doing. I don't think you're leaving your industry. I don't think you're leaving what you do. Unfortunately, this is something that happens all the time. People become awakened. They take a Reiki class. They take spiritual courses. Their mediumship, they're developing, and they're like, I don't want to do my job anymore. I want to do Reiki and energy work and healing work. And I'm like, great. Do you like to eat? Do you enjoy having benefits? It is hard to make a living at it. And Reiki now, I have Reiki teachers who don't even teach it anymore because it's become such a pyramid scheme, So I'm going to say there's wishful thinking here. That's great, but you know how you make money. Okay, you know what your area of specialty is. I don't see you leaving it. Okay, I just don't. And a lot of people who are on this hiatus, this chronication or this break, are like, well, I don't want to go back to what I'm doing. Well, where to focus your energy? The Three of Wands reversed. I don't see new opportunities. The Two of Wands upright is that thing that lands in your lap, but it's reversed. There is no new opportunity. There is no focusing your attention, on I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see that something's going to land in your lap and take you away from what you've done and how you've made your money. I just don't. Not here for you, not right now, Libra. But you new opportunities, Ace of Cups. And Ace of Cups is a great card for love. And in this case, if you truly don't like what you're doing, and you really are dreading going back, even though you're good at it and it's how you make your money. And it is hard. If you've been doing something for 12, 15, 20 years, it's really tough to sit there and say, I'm going to go back and earn a starting salary somewhere. Unless you hit the lottery, you're not going to do that. No one does that. Unless seriously inherit a lot of money or something that they can say, okay, I'm going to have this while I establish a new career and start from ground zero. That's great. If you're going to take your retirement, you're going to retire and say, rather than retire, I'm going to open up a shop, or I'm going to, open up a spiritual or a bookstore, whatever you're going to do. But in this case, Libra, I don't see that. But what I do see is the Ace of Cups, which is new opportunity. So maybe you volunteer. You want to work with animals. I have people who want to do animal massage, animal Reiki. They want to, that's great. So volunteer at the pound. Go to an animal shelter. Um, do what you love, but understand that I don't see you making money at it right now. Okay? But that doesn't mean you can't go and volunteer to give people Reiki. That doesn't mean you can't. And I'm gonna say it looks like you could volunteer. It looks like you could probably hone those talents too. Okay? Because what you're good at is what you've been doing for a long time. Even if you no longer feel supported, even if you no longer really want to do it. This idea of wishful thinking. That in this case, wishful thinking is just that. It could be a pipe dream at this time. I'm not shitting on anyone's pipe dreams. I'm just saying right now, it looks like you need to go back and do what you've been doing to make money. Okay? But it doesn't mean on your weekends, your time off, that you can't be volunteering. And again, by volunteering, you could be building clientele. You certainly are establishing a reputation. And that's what I'm seeing for Libra. Do what you love for free, but you still got to make money, honey. All right. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. These aren't terrible cards. No, not at all. All right. Where are you? The star. Star. Hope. I always say the star and the sun, two best cards in the deck. There it is. Where are you? The star. What needs to be seen? The Chariot reversed. Some area of your life that you're stuck. What needs to be released? The Magician reversed. Not that different than Libra. I'll now talk about why that is in a second. The energy to harness and use, the Fool reversed. Okay, how does that make sense? Well, it makes sense in this. Stuck in place. The Magician reversed is not working to your power, not working to your level of expertise, being out of your element. And yet, the energy to harness and use is the Fool reversed. Not at this time. Not at this time. It's not that different than Libra. This isn't the time. Okay? You might be stuck in a job you really don't enjoy. This idea of being stuck in place, and yet there's reason to hope. It's just not right now. And I say that because where you focus your attention is the Lovers, and the opportunity is the Empress. Not this time, but focus your attention first of all on love. On what do you love to do? What makes you happy? And the opportunity is the Empress. Well, the Empress is the female equivalent of the Emperor. Often speaks to female autonomy, speaks to independence. Like the Emperor, takes care of the whole family. So here I'm seeing opportunity to do something that brings in the group. In this case, a little different than that Emperor for Leo, where it's you have to take care of yourself. In this case, no, it has to do with family opportunity. It has to do with people that you love being part of this with you. Whether or not it's a living arrangement where you have space for everyone to be in, or it's a business opportunity where you can bring your kids in with you, or spouses working together, it's there for you. And focus your attention in that direction. But in the meantime, is that happening right now? In the meantime, you're stuck in a job that maybe isn't your dream job, isn't what you're best at, but it's how you pay the bills. Chariot reverse has you stuck there. And again, it also could just be that the environment right now, as we're just gearing back up, and it's not time to launch a new business for some people. I wouldn't open a restaurant right now, frankly, right? Restaurants are still closed down. I wouldn't want to open a bar right now. I wouldn't want to open a gym at this moment, even if it was my lifelong dream, and I was certified to be a personal trainer. Don't know if I'd want to do that right now. Okay, the Fool reversed. Not right now. Wait for it. Okay? But that doesn't mean you can't be planning on it. It doesn't mean you can't be fine tuning it even while you're waiting. And again, you can make business cards up. You can get your vision board or your, well, I didn't have a vision, I had a vision statement for my shop, but you can start structuring things. You can do everything but apply for the licenses and put down money for a rent. Start thinking about that. And in your case, Scorpio, it does involve the group. It does involve family. It does involve more than just yourself. And it's an opportunity for everyone to prosper. Hey there. Hey, Paul. Okay, good night. All right. Scorpio. Sagittarius. All right, Sag. Where are you? The Ace of Wands reversed. And what needs to be seen is the Hangman reversed. All right. So the Ace of Wands reversed is a card of partnership, but it's reversed. Ace of Wands is partnership. And the Ace of Wands is one of those cards that can be work related or it can also be personal. But it does suggest that you're not being appreciated. The Hangman reversed, doormat, not being appreciated, wasting your time, and you're not being supported. It's not a partnership. It's not a partnership. The Two of Swords reversed, and what needs to be released, the Two of Swords reversed is choosing rock or hard place. It's time to think about what has to go, rock or hard place. Something has to go. All right? Tough decision, fork of the road stuff. And the energy to harness and use Ace of Swords. That's your fire energy. Ace of Swords is all about the fire and the quick decision, which usually Sag doesn't struggle with, but they're struggling now. Where to focus your attention? The Tower reversed. That's chaotic change, but it's chaotic change you're bringing. Okay? And the new opportunity, the Four of Coins reversed. Well, and I'm going to say again, this could just be work-related, not personal, but it certainly is Four of Coins reversed, is how do you make money? How do you bring extra money in? If you're ending a relationship, if this is something that there's joint finances, it would be how do you divide the money? How do you do that? And honestly, if it is that, if the partnership's been ended, and it could be you could be in business with somebody, married, it's possible. It's possible. If you're married, it's you who wants out, Sag. You're the one who wants to file papers. You're the one who wants to be done. If it's a business relationship, again, you're the one who's, let's just bite the bullet and then let's divide this thing. It's not working. Maybe you are. Maybe you're in an industry where it's just not going to happen. You know, it's just not going to happen. So let's just dissolve it and move forward. And how do we do that? Rock in a hard place reverse. We got to make a tough decision, make a call. But you're the one, Sag. You're the one who's leading the charge on this. It's on you to sit there and pull the plug. Okay? Chaotic endings, Tower reversed. I always say the Tower upright is like being served divorce papers. Tower reversed is you serve the papers. It's different. It's the same outcome, getting divorced, but the energy is different. It's you're bringing on that energy. You're owning it. And I say that's next to the Ace of Swords. That's how it is. And it all boils down to the bottom line. Four of Coins reversed. How do I pay off? How do I make money? How do I, financial part of it. If it's work related, if I'm looking at a work relationship where you're not making the money to be making at the job, it may be time for you to leave the job. It may be time for you to step into a different position at work. Nothing's going to happen unless you bring it up. Whether it's a shitty relationship, a job that's just not, you're not being supported in, you're wasting your time, you're not going to move forward with your career. Nothing will change until you change it. This is going to require action. Ace of Swords from you. Otherwise, it'll go on just the way it has been. Nothing will change. Okay? Capricorn. Right, Capricorn. Well, Capricorn, first of all, Eight of Swords is where you are, and that's exhaustion. It can be despair. Eight of Swords can be sadness. And I'm going to say if it is, because other things are looking good here. The Moon, the Ten of Cups reversed, Eight of Cups. It speaks to possibly the need to go home, worried about someone at home. I say that because the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Cups is often going home. And the Moon is often mental illness. So is there somebody you're worried about? Is there somebody who's home that you've got to, this sense of I need to get home? The idea of so where you are is this Eight of Swords. What needs to be seen is the Moon. Things are being hidden. It could be mental illness, it can be addictions, but something's being hidden. It could be dementia. I mean, what needs to be released, the Ten of Cups reversed. Man, you don't want to go there. You just don't want to go there. You're unhappy there. Whatever's happening is just not what you want to do. And yet the idea of the Eight of Cups, the idea of I need to go home, I need to check, I need to know what's going on. Hey, where to focus your attention? The Ten of Wands reversed. That is actually the Ten of Wands reversed is the straw that broke the camel's back. And the new opportunity is balance. So here's the deal. If you don't want to go home because of this hidden stuff, it could be abuse that was hidden. Maybe you had a shitty childhood and it was all kept hidden. People didn't realize, and now and I hear it all the time. This is a common thing. It's one thing if you've got great parents who are wonderful parents, and then you're like, come live with me. I got people coming like, man, my father was a miserable, abusive person, and now that my mom's died, he expects me to go in there and clean and cook and do, and or my kids to go over, and I don't want my kids around him. I can tolerate it. I don't want my kids to see how miserable their grandfather is. They don't like him anyway, right? Because mean people have a sense of entitlement. So here I'm seeing the situation where something was hidden and you don't want to deal with it, and yet you need to. Well, or do you? Or do you? I'm looking at this alchemy card, this idea of temperance, balance. Does it have to be you that goes home? Is this something you have to handle? The straw broke the camel's back. Do you really have to handle this? Okay? Can you hire someone to take care of it? Does it have to be you? Because the cards are saying you don't want to do it. And it may be it may be you that you need to ascertain the situation. Eight of Cups is saying, all right, I need to know what's going on there. Because no one wants to find out that their mom is eating dog food or something, you know what I mean? Or, living in a hovel or slovenly or dirty, situation, or again, maybe in a nursing home not being cared for. So it's not about that. It's not about your own abuses or your own neglect. You've done about that. You do need to ascertain the situation. And after you ascertain the situation, who says you've got to deal with it? It doesn't have to fall on your shoulders. Okay? You may not have the time to do it or not the inclination to do it. So find someone who can do it for you. Okay? That's what house cleaners and Meals on Wheels and all sorts of other things were designed for that purpose. Okay, so I'm saying to you, figure out what's going on, what's wrong, because you're not being told the whole story, and you're gonna be pissed when you are. And you may feel like, okay, now I gotta clean this up. And I'm saying at that point, maybe you don't. But you need to know what you're dealing with, right? That's Capricorn. And a lot of shit usually falls on the Capricorn's shoulders because they're stoic, they don't complain, and Earth signs do get that. Earth signs get burdened. Okay? Aquarius, where you are. The Seven of Swords reversed. Needs to be seen, liberation, judgment. Okay, the 20 card Judgment. What needs to be released is Strength. How do I read these cards together? And what needs to be harnessed and used is this Four of Wands. Okay, reversed. Man. And I'm going to say here too, where to focus your attention, the Five of Swords reversed. New opportunity, the Devil reversed. Wow. Okay, all reversed except for one. Strength reversed in the number 3 position. So the only card that's upright here in terms of what needs to be seen is Judgment, Freedom. How the fuck do you get out of this? Listen to my mouth, okay? I'm sorry. I'm looking at a toxic situation, the Seven of Swords reversed. I'm looking at what needs to be released, weakness. You've been tolerating something for a long time. You've been putting up with something for a long time. Why you've been doing it? Well, the idea of the Four of Wands reversed. Okay, so maybe it's a toxic job, but you're staying in it because there's a promotion that's been dangled like a carrot. All right, maybe it's a bad relationship, but you're like, well, we can't end this marriage now because oh my God, we'll be able to sell the house, and like so you stay in this awful situation. Focus your attention on the Four of Swords reversed, and that is getting professional advice. Okay, it's not just thinking about it or the need to get it. It's actually getting it. That's how I always read that card. And the opportunity, the Devil reversed, is removing yourself from a toxic situation, person, environment. I don't know what's going on, Aquarius, but there's something here that you need to set yourself free from that is giving you, just not doing any good. It looks like it's work. It looks like it's work related, but because wands can be creativity, again, reversed, stymied creativity, it's just the need to break away. The Seven of Swords reversed can also be office gossip. And for some reason, you're just taking it, which is not like an Aquarius, by the way. But you're not fighting against the tide. How's that? Hey, Aaron. Good night. So for you, Aquarius, I'm going to say, get professional advice. Go to HR. Go to see a divorce attorney. Go to a marriage counselor. Go see a therapist. But it's time to find out why you're compliant here. Why can't you break out of this? Because it looks like you want to, and you need to. And it could be self-defeating behavior. I don't see addiction here, but it's the idea that it's time to talk to a professional. Where to focus your attention? The Five of Swords reversed. It's time to talk to someone, a professional person, to find out the right way to go about, again, breaking away from something that's toxic and not good for you. And it could just be self-defeating behavior, but it's not doing you any good. Pisces, last sign. Where you are, the Sun reversed. What needs to be seen, the Ten of Swords reversed. What needs to be released, the Queen of Cups reversed. I always say these when they're conjunct, they're not that different. Energy to harness and use, the Five of Cups. What to focus your attention, the Six of Cups reversed. And new opportunity, the King of Wands reversed. All right, how do I read these cards? Well, first of all, a sense of defeat, a sense of failure, a sense of how do I pick up and move forward? Coming out of a sense of defeat. Okay, I'm a Pisces, coming out of 2 months of being closed down. There's that. And yet, what needs to be seen, the Ten of Swords reversed, on the up. Ten of Swords is you hit the bottom of the barrel and now there's nowhere to go but up. That's the Ten of Swords reversed. Ten of Swords upright is shit. You're at the bottom of the barrel. You're at that place, but it's reversed. And so it's getting better. What needs to be released? The Queen of Cups reversed. Depression, anxiety, addiction, sense of I'm not good enough. More of the Virgo kind of energy. I'm not worthy. I can't do this. I'm too tired. I don't feel good. Whiny. The Queen of Cups reversed can be a sucker, and she can be a whiny, emotional, needy. Let go. That needs to go. Okay? energy to harness and use the Five of Cups. Yeah, it's crying over spilt milk. Yeah, listen, acknowledge what didn't go right. Acknowledge it. And really, a lot of times the Five of Cups is acknowledging how you fucked it up. What did you play in this? You're not blameless. What did you do? Did you wait too long? Did you stay in something abusive? Did you allow yourself to be used? Did you lend money to somebody who's not paying you back? A lot of that going on right now too, by the way, in my readings. I'm hearing a lot of stories like that. Oh, he just needed money for this. Or I gave her my credit card to buy something and she, oh, she needed me to co-sign on the car loan. Yeah, a lot of that shit going on. A lot of sob stories. And man, Pisces are suckers for that. So are Aries, though, I have to say. A lot of Aries are suckers for a sob story. They want to rescue. Pisces wants to help and Aries wants to rescue. Where to focus your attention? The Six of Cups reversed. You can't run away. You can't run away from it. Pisces, you got to deal with it. Whatever you did that put you in this place, you got to deal with it. Okay? There's no running away. And the new opportunity, the King of Wands reverse, that's workaholic. The new opportunity, work. And a great thing. My shop is open again. Hell yeah, I'm putting in 12-hour day, 14 hours a day. Of course I am. Been closed for 2 months. Balls to the wall. Get the money flowing again. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. Don't be a crybaby, Pisces. Shit happens. Move forward. Pisces can be guilty of that. All the water signs can be, but no one more than Pisces. They revel in their misery. They swim to the bottom of the ocean and they sit there in the muck. Pisces is good for muck sitting. And when you land in water and all this crap comes up, well, Pisces is very comfortable down there in that. They're hidden and they can't really see the truth, and a couple of drinks, or pop a couple of pills, and that's not my kind of Pisces. I don't do that, and fear of being addicted. But you know what I'm talking about. And then workaholic is not having addiction, and I'm guilty there. But the new opportunity is just work harder. Less regret, less feeling sorry for yourself, more hard work. Okay. Dwell on it only to get you to move past it. Guys, that's what I got for the Tarotscopes. I hope they were helpful. And that wasn't too negative. Lots of opportunities, but no one's going to drop any great. No one's handing out winning lottery numbers. Let's put it that way. No one. This is all stuff you got to earn. So, you know what you got to do? Everyone knows what they need to do. It's a new moon energy, all about the gate is up and the horses are off. This is the energy of the new moon. It's that the bow is drawn back and you go, you soar, you do. That's the energy of the new moon, right? So good night, and everyone behave, and I will see you soon. Stop by the shop if you're local, and behave yourselves, and good night.